నవీన్ గారు ఏమైనా
ఏమో అవ్వట్లే. So let me open parallelly my GitHub. This is my GitHub. Let me go to my code. So here, okay, so let's take, this is my code. Azure Docker pipeline. Okay, so first what I'll do, I'll just create a CI build pipeline from the GitHub. So then after, I'll try to create a web app, okay, to deploy that CI artifact into the release pipeline. Okay, so the release pipeline also should be automated by the continuous deployment. So I am in my organization, so I'm into my project. So let me create a pipeline. I have already to, let me delete this. Something is saying some recent issues are detected related to the pipeline trigger. So let me create a new one. Directly from my GitHub. So it will ask directly which repository you want to. So for you, in your case, it will ask you to authorize. First enter the username and password of your GitHub. Okay, in my case I am selecting my this, I am forking directly here this DevOps Monk Azure pipeline, which is this one. See, now I want to build this via Maven. So why we use the Maven? Maven is used to build the code and make a package. So by using Maven, the configure, so it has been generated a package, a package. So now what I'll do, I'll just save first you have to save. Okay, when you're going to save commit message, it will save a pipeline in your GitHub location, not in your Azure location. It will stores a pipeline in GitHub. You can see POM, README, Docker, Azure project. So let me refresh. Azure pipeline is came. Means from your GitHub only you are trying to execute the pipeline in the Azure. Okay, so come here and let me click on the pipelines. Just 1 minute 31 seconds ago, or let me go to pipelines. No run set, this is my new one. Okay, what happened to my, I'll just mark it as a star mark. Okay, so what I'll do, first I will run my pipeline. Okay, and before running it I need to be edit this pipeline. Why? Because I need to, okay, copy the artifact as well as a same, as well as, so I need to use this. So these are the variables, predefined variable. So I need to use this as a copy file. Why? Because when the package is generated, okay, it should be copy from the location and need to be published as an artifact. Okay, when the package is generated in the source folder by this content, okay, slash dot var, okay, and this is the artifact id, target folder, this is the artifact variable where it is going to be copy, where it is going to be copy. But by without giving a source folder agent, okay, so agent build directory, so it is not working. So what I'll do, okay, task copy file at the rate input source folder as a built source directory, but here source folder is a agent build directory. Okay, we're just replacing with agent with built source. Okay, and the artifact storage directory is the same. You can see we are not giving this content to find out the var. Okay, and then after I need to copy the file. The copy file I need to be published as artifact, publish as a build artifact. You have to select publish as a build artifact. You can see I'll give RC here, release candidate. Okay, release candidate. Release candidate and snapshots are the main things in the DevOps. All development deployments are going to happen with RC and snapshots only, release and snapshots. Okay, so artifacts public location, where it is going to be stored, it is going to store in my pipeline, Rajni DevOps Monk Azure pipeline here. Okay, so let's add this. Okay, when I click on the add, it has been added like this. So let me save this and run this. In a master it is running. Okay, see 0 artifacts here, so we have to see one artifact to be published. So in the jobs, so it will clearly show us how many jobs it is running. Let's see. checkout has been done. Maven, it is running. Let's see. So it is success. One artifact published. One artifact published. When I click on here, it will show me the RC. You can see RC web app target. See, web app.var. So always the war file will be found in target folder, right, Vinod? 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 Vinod, are you there?
No, no.
Yeah. So, what is the purpose of target folder in Maven?
Uh, to find out the war file destination files,
Yeah. So, always the war file will be find in target folder only.
target files.
Okay, so now you can see my web app var file has been generated with my name RC. I have given RC, right, while in the build
Mm,
YAML. Okay, you can see here also. See, I have given RC. So now let me create a release pipeline for this. Okay, so let me go to the pipelines. Now let me go to release section and new pipeline. Before going to create this pipeline, I will create a web app first. Okay, like a Tomcat. I'll create a web app first. Okay, Tomcat web app. So Azure portal. Let me log into the Azure. Let me create a web app service. Create a app service. So I'm using freestyle. Okay, and I need to give web app name as Monk DevOps or MonkD. I'll give like this. So publish is nothing but code only. Runtime is we are running this code as a Java 8 on Tomcat 9, Apache Tomcat 9 and Linux. Okay, Linux, Apache Tomcat 9, MonkD. Now the region is Central US. Okay, so Suku is I am selecting. Okay, and just create and review. Just give the resource group name Java 8. Service task is Apache Tomcat 9.0, Linux, Central US, review and create. Just create the web app. So deployment is in progress, let it be complete. So it has been completed. Let me go to the resource. Monkd. So I'll get a link here. So this is the link where I can see the deployments. This is web app. Here I'm going to deploy my package. Okay, so when I deploy by this link, it will show me here Microsoft Azure Deployment Center. Okay, so this is the page by the Microsoft static page, but I want to deploy my code right now. So I have created a web app, nothing but deployment. I have a build pipeline. Okay, but how can I deploy into my web app? Okay, this is web app for mainly to deploy your warfare and showcase your code. So let me just create a new release. It is asking to select a template, so I'm going to select Azure App Service Deploy. Okay, and the stage name is, I'll give as a deployment. Okay, I'll just come back. Now it is not completed yet, so it is showing to complete. Okay, let me complete it. Deployment, what I'll give us Azure connection. This is my connection. App type is Windows app on Windows, not web app and Linux. While we create this one, okay, we have selected Linux. Okay, we have selected Linux as a tomcat, right? So that's why I'm selecting. So now app service name. Okay, here I need to get app service name. Monkd, you can see I'm getting here. Why? Because I created just before Monkd. Now I'm getting Monkd here. Okay, and coming to the run on agent. So everything is set up. Run on agent. So I'm running this on agent of hosted Azure. Okay, agent, that is Windows. Okay, don't change anything here, and deploy Azure app. So deploy Azure app service. Connection type is resource manager. Linux. Package will be the not zip. It should be a var. Okay, var. Okay, and runtime. Okay, so now just add it and save it. Okay, just save it. Save. Okay, now your pipeline has been setted for the release. Okay, but What about your continuous deployment from the war file? So where it is can take the artifact. Okay. So let me come here, pipelines, release. Okay, so coming to the edit, you can see artifact. So deployment pipeline I have created, but from where it is have to take the war file. So it is going to take from the artifact, add artifact. So from which you have to take the artifact from the build or Azure repos, GitHub. From build only you have to take. Which pipeline it is? The pipeline is, which one is our, so let me check. Pipelines. So one is a pipeline where I can see the artifact. This is my artifact. Okay, so I have to give as a one, this one. Okay, you can see automatically it takes latest version, source alias, and add it and continuous deployment trigger. When the war file continuously triggers, automatically deployment also need to be triggered. Just click on this, enable pull request trigger. Okay, no problem. See, so my release pipeline has been created from my artifact. My artifact is created from my build. Okay, so ci, okay, when the code is built, okay, it should be generate artifact, and when it is generate artifact, it should be built in web app or deployed to the web app. Okay, so that is release pipeline. Now let me trigger it. So before that, let me save. Okay, and create release. Just create release. Create a release. Okay, the release is one. Just create it. So I'm going to release. So one release has been created. Click on the release, and the release will be queued. Okay, if you click on this, it will show you what release is running. Initializing the job. Oh, deploy Azure app resource. Resource monkd does not exist. Resource should be exist before deployment. So my resource is not finding. Let me check. So this I have created in the region central, right? Central US region. My pipeline is in So let me create in East US. I'll give another name like web app site of my name. Java Tomcat 9.0. Not Central US. I'll take East US 2 or East US. Let me take East US 2. Create it. Just create. So my location is not correctly. This region is in the South India. Okay, so my region is South India. Select in South India. Let's wait. Is it coming or not? Deployment Microsoft Web deployment status. Deployment validation failure. Just come. Create one more. Network. South India. Select Southeast AS Java 8 Tomcat 9.0. So I'll give as a box fuzzy. Review and create. So let me go to my release pipelines. So in this pipeline I have to edit it, deployment. It should come here. The resource name should be shown here. Just create it. East US. Now it has been created. Let me go to the resource app. So it should be shown to. Still deployment is in progress. Just let it complete. it completed. Box fuses came, you can see. Let me give on the box fuse. The region should be matched. Why? Because my pipeline region and the web app region should be the same. Okay, so now let me come to the box fuse where the box fuse is created mine. So this is mine, box fuse is created. So let me delete this, come here, and let me open my box fuse. This is my box fuse. So my web app, just slash web app, so it will show you https status 404. Why? Because my code has been not deployed. So where I'm into the release. Okay, now let me save and let me create one more release. Why? Because every time the release should be new. Second release. Why? Because in the first release my deployment got failed. In my second release, why? Because modification has been opened, second release we can trigger. Now the deployment has been triggered from the artifact. You can see from this artifacts, manually triggered from this artifact, it is going to be deployed into the deployment. Oops, again it is failed. What is this? Why it's giving? Let me edit pipeline on Linux. Box fuse only, this field must be select deployment. .var run on agent should not give the error. This finding box fuse means it should be create a release and just again deploy it. My box fuse is there already. I'm able to open. me take as mockd as a deployment. Release, create, release 4. Deployment is in progress. Successfully deployed into the Azure app. We have to see it's going to be fail or it's going to be done. It should be done, but because it's automatically selecting the name of the web app, then why it shouldn't fail? Sometimes it will fail. Yep, you can see deploy into the Azure has been success. Now it is clearly showing you that in this link you can find. Okay, we can see what I'll do. I'll just copy here on the only the link. You can see slash web app. I'll type as slash web app. See, I'm able to see my code which I have written in the GitHub. Okay, so I have CI pipeline, CD pipeline, and artifact also. So what I'll do, just I will make a changes in a like a developer. Automatically all pipelines will be triggers. You can see pipelines. This is my pipelines are here. Okay, and let me take the release pipeline also. Let me go to the release pipelines or releases. Now the release, you can see three releases are failed and fourth release is passed. Now what I'll do, this is my code, you can see this is my GitHub. Let me come back to the developer, and just what I'll do some changes here and commit. I'll do some changes and I will commit here. So you can see what I'll do, I'll just go to web app, service main page, index.jsp, edit. Okay, so I'll just edit this last line. Okay, now I'll do just commit. I have written one new line. Okay, so previously this was there, good luck this one. Now what I'll do, I'll just commit the changes. Now I committed the changes. Okay, you can see updated. Let's see in the Azure pipeline. refresh, you can see automatically triggered. So once it is done, automatically release also triggers, release 5. Okay, we'll see. How many stages it should be run? 11 stage is running. Build got success, publish artifact, published, post checkout, finished. Okay, all is finished. Let's see. See, automatically we'll see in the release once it is tick mark. Okay, see, automatically release 5 is created. And it is deploying. You can see how many stages it is running also. See, it has been deployed. Release. Okay, fifth release, deployment success. Let me come here and just refresh. You can see it has been updated. Okay, like this, whenever the developer changes anything, the total pipeline will triggers automatically, but always the release pipeline automatically will not trigger. So they will plan release plans. Okay, they will plan release plans. According to the release plans, they will release or they will trigger it. Okay, is it clear? In my GitHub you can try with my box fuzzy code. You people can try with this code. Okay, are you able to run the pipeline or not? Vinod,
బ్రో ఉన్నా.
is it clear?
బ్రో వింటున్నా, క్లియర్ బ్రో.
Okay, సో అలా ఫస్ట్ నుంచి లాస్ట్ వరకు పైప్ లైన్ అనేది అలా ట్రిగ్గర్ అవుతుంది. సో నౌ వేర్ ఇంటు ద టోటల్ పైప్ లైన్స్. ఓకే, ఇప్పటి నుంచి స్టేజెస్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, so how you can delete these resources? Just go to resource, so delete it by typing this delete. Box fuzzy also delete. Box fuzzy, delete it and come here and delete your all releases. Delete. Okay, and go to your pipelines, delete your pipelines. Delete the pipeline here. My old pipelines are always there. Again it is giving an error. First of all I should be delete this. One more build associated with the request pipeline, return release and build set. Nothing is here.